Hi guys, welcome back to the latest and greatest edition of our online video tutorials. Help onboard you guys and get everybody up to speed on our applications and softwares. Today is going to focus on Shiftplanning. It's our scheduling app. The app looks just like this right here. Typically when you pull it up, this is what your dashboard looks like. The dashboard has some good information as far as it has some useful tools. At the bottom it'll have this week's current schedule, so you can see what upcoming shifts you have. You can pick up and drop shifts from here as well on that second to last option. Your time clocks, you can clock in and out from here too, and then at the very top you can click that and get your personal information. Right here you can see the messaging board. I can post up good content if I ever need to send out some quick information to the entire staff. That's where you'll find it. You can send mail that way, and it'll also have your inbox. But typically you're going to stick to this home button. The clock in function, if you click that, you got to turn your GPS on, which I don't have enabled on this device, I guess. To do that, go out with your settings, more connections. Oops. Go to Applications, Applications Manager. I'm going to go down to the Humanity app, click that. Permissions, location is on, all permissions. Precise GPS, okay. Okay. Let me just make sure we're good to go in that matter. Go back. All right, now you're able to click and log in. So when you clock in, say it was the start of my shift, click clock in, and this is going to get your approximate GPS. It's going to confirm that that's actually where you are, so that if your time clock isn't located exactly where you're supposed to be, you're going to want to make sure that you fix the settings in there. That is where I am currently, so I can click OK. And now I am clocked in. At the top right there you can see the clock out button. Now you're done. You can go back and either get out of the app or not. I'm going to show you the shift planning portion now. This is great because you can see, again, this will be your current week's or your current day's schedule. As you can see, that's the day right there. You can scroll over to see what your schedules are for the next upcoming days. Or you can go here. This is the view I like. And go to Schedule Overview. With Schedule Overview, you can see the entire schedule for each position or post that you are assigned to. So if I'm working at Lake Point, for example, and I have a question maybe about something that happened during the previous shift, or I wanted to confirm that somebody was going to be there to relieve me at a certain time, you know who's going to be there. That, or if you need to make a trade on your schedule, maybe something popped up, you have the ability to go through and come up with a solution before you come to me or a manager asking for the shift or the trade, which is very useful and very appreciated. So use it. Now say I need to get a hold of Yohandi. To do this, you're going to go back to the menu button. You're going to click Staff. From there, I can find Yohandi in here. There he is right there. I can click on it, and Yohandi needs to update his information, so let's go back and I'll find a better one. Staff. I can look at, let's say, Gabby. I go to Gabby. He's got a nice profile picture. I can see exactly, I can get his phone number, his email, I can message him. And again, that's a great tool for you guys to get a hold of each other and to communicate. Communication's key, everybody. Training. Periodically, we'll post up different training modules, and those are good. It's useful content on anything and everything in the security industry. I've been posting up videos on the different gatehouse software tutorials and things like that. So make sure that you're completing them. Some of them have quizzes at the end. Make sure you're scoring well. Let's say it's now the end of my shift. I can go back to time clock. you got to go in and pick the scheduled shift. So I was scheduled, let's just say, Lake Point Site Captain. I can go here and pick Lake Point, then save. Okay, now I can go to clock out. This is your current location because it pulls the location both before and after. Make sure you click OK. And make sure you clock in at the start of your shift, and make sure you clock out at the end of your shift. If we're having a lot of problems with that, your paychecks could be affected if the time clocks aren't matching up correctly, and make sure that you're clocking in when you're at post, and and that you're on post when you're clocking out, or else you're definitely going to get a phone call from me or one of the managers trying to find out why it is you were doing that. That pretty much wraps this up. If you guys have any questions, let me show you in the request portion right here. If you ever need to go on vacation, you can go here, on leave. Go into leave, and you can go and add, yours will look a little bit different. You basically tell me when you're going to be leaving, when you're coming back. Put, as to why, we only have vacation set up now. Definitely put in there actually what you're doing, and submit. The more time, the better. Just because you're submitting something doesn't mean I can give it off, but as long as I've got enough time, I'm usually pretty good about it. Again, I think that pretty much wraps everything up. If you go to request, you can see which requests either have been approved or haven't been approved, but that'll also show up on your dashboard. So again, this pretty much wraps it up. I'm going to show you a neat trick, though, before we get out of here. Over here, go to Shiftplanning.com. We'll get you there too. So go ahead and log online, and through a web browser, either on an Android or mobile device, and then you can see there's a lot more functionality. And if you click the menu button over here and click this button, Add to Home Screen, Add, you now have the better functioning shift planning mobile app on your phone. You can click that, and you have a lot more access and capability to do really whatever you want. And again, it's very, very, very useful. Make sure to use it because it's pretty great. But as always, guys, if you have any questions, you can call me, email me, text me. It's really okay. So thanks for joining me. Look out for the next video on the next tutorial. Hope you have a great